Welcome all. In this video we are going to learn how if statement is getting used in Python programming. Means how different kind of if statements supported in Python programs. The syntax as well as the example I am going to show you. So there will be 5 examples for each kind. First question is, write a Python program to input a number and check whether it is positive or negative. So in this case we have to input a number from user, that is through input function, and we need to check via if statement whether the number is positive or negative. As we note that input function takes text by default through input function, so we have to use the int function, then input function, for asking the number as enter a number, and it will get stored in the variable n. So we wrote here n equal to int input any number or enter a number. Then the if statement is written if n greater than 0 colon, as the syntax says to give a colon at the end of if statement. So if n greater than 0, then what it will print? It will print it is a even number, it is a positive number. So n is a positive number, it will print. So the print statement also is a method, is a function. In this case there are two argument, n comma is a positive number is written within double quote. So that is a string and n itself is a variable. So both get concatenated and will show us if the number get positive. Then else in the sense otherwise. If the number is not more than 0, then else colon, that also according to syntax we need to follow. We have to write else colon. So it will print n is a negative number. So if the number what we entered is a positive number, then it will execute the first statement, immediate statement, which is written print positive number, otherwise it will print n is a negative number. So here indentation is important in if statement. So next question, let's see. It is asking to input a number and check whether it is an even number or odd number. So in this case also we are going to input a number from user and we need to check whether it is even number or odd number. So n equal to int of input enter a number, we have to specify, as we know that it will accept the number in a text, as a text. So it has to get converted to number, that's why int function we have used here. So thereafter we have to use the if statement. If n, the number which we inputted and get stored in n, will get divisible by 2 with modulus operator, so it will create the remainder. So is the remainder is 0, so it is written as if n modulus 2 equal to 0, then colon sign again as syntax demands. Thereafter print it is an even number or n comma is an even number. So it will print the number as well as is an even number. So in this case print function is concatenating the answer, a number as well as the string both, and printing if it is even. Otherwise else there will be a colon again, because else again is a statement belongs to if, so there has to be colon again. So otherwise case it will print n is an odd number. So every time we input a number, the number will get divisible by 2, that is modulus, means the remainder will be taken care. After we got the remainder, then it will check whether the remainder is 0. If it is 0, then first statement will get execute, which is written by giving a tab sign. Otherwise again there is a tab sign to print odd number. So indentation is very much important in if and for statement in Python, as there is no curly bracket system. So now next question, input a number, check whether the number is positive or negative or 0. So here there will be 3 conditions. So that's why we have to use input again to input the number, because at first we need to receive the number from the user, thereafter we can compare whether it is 0 or not. So I wrote n equal to int function, input function, and input a number. Thereafter we have to compare via using if statement. So that is, as we wrote in our first program, if n greater than 0, then colon, if the number is greater than 0. So the first statement is getting execute, that is will get execute, that is it is a positive number. So that we need to specify print n is a positive number. Otherwise there will be 2 conditions left, that is negative as well as 0. It means we have to check again whether the number is negative or 0. So there will be condition again. So we have to write the keyword elif, that is else if, you can say elif n less than 0, colon is given, elif n less than 0. That is the otherwise case of first if statement. So it will print n is a negative number. Why? Now if because of n is not greater than 0 and it is less than 0, elif n less than 0, that says that the number is negative if it execute. Otherwise the else statement of elif will print n is 0 or the inputted number is 0. That is what the third statement will get executed. So this is how the elif, if, elif, else statement can be executed in Python. If it is positive, then the first statement will get executed. If it is negative, as we wrote n less than 0, then the second statement will get executed. Otherwise the third statement will get executed. Hope all of you are understanding the concept of if, elif nicely through this program. Now next program, let's check. Here the question is, write a Python program to input gender and age of a person to find out whether he or she is eligible to cast vote or not. So in this case we are going to input age and gender. Gender will be inputted as text, age will be inputted as number. So gender, in case of gender I need not to specify int function. So directly I can write input enter your gender. But in case of age I need to specify age int function as well as input function, as the age has to get compared and it's supposed to convert to integer. So it is written age equal to int function, then input function, enter your age. So both the input we got here. Now we need to compare whether the gender is male or not or female or not. Whichever you wish can write. So we wrote here if gender, that is gen variable we have used, equal to male. Equal to male in the sense it is comparing whether the value of gen you have inputted male or not. So colon is used in if statement. So if it is male, then what it will do? It will compare again age. Now it is comparing age is greater than equal to 18 or not. So it is the colon is given. Now it will print he is eligible to cast vote. It will print because of the condition is male and the age is more than 18. So in this case it will print he is eligible to cast vote. Otherwise, now the otherwise, that is else condition, will appear for age less than 18. If the age is less than 18, so in this case the person is male but the age is not more than 18. So it will print he is not eligible to cast vote. That is the else statement I wrote inside the nested if, inside if below. So the else statement will go for the inner if Now it is printing he is not eligible to cast vote. Now it is time to specify the else statement of outer if. So now the else statement, that is elif, because as we need to compare again the age. So elif age is greater than 18, that is written. So this one we have written for female person. Why? Because of, now if the gender is not male, then it will go with elif age is greater than 18. So elif age greater than 18, when it will execute, when the person will be female. So female as well as greater than 18, so it will simply print she is eligible to cast vote. Then we can specify one more else for this elif, that is if the person is not male as well as not greater than 18, so in this case it will print she is not eligible to cast vote. There will be 4 statements as I told before, so all 4 statements get completed. So your program is completed. Only thing in Python, we need to see whether the intention we have given properly or not. According to the intention, the statements will get executed when a condition gets satisfied or won't get satisfied. In either or case, it will execute according to the intention we have given. Now the next question, write a Python program to input any number, any 3 numbers, and find out the largest among them. For this we need 3 variables at least, because 3 different numbers to be inputted. And as we are going to input numbers, so in all the cases we have to use int function. So the statements written a equal to int input function enter first number. Same way we have to specify for b equal to int input enter second number. Same way we have to take third variable as well, c equal to input function int function, then input function enter third number. So in this way what we are trying to do, now all the 3 numbers will be asked from the user, and when user inputs those 3 numbers by giving space, so all will be collected and will get stored serially in the variable a, b and c. So at first a, the first variable, will get compared with b. So for that we need to specify if a greater than b, as we are going to find out largest among them. Thereafter if it gets satisfied, then a is winning, so a will get compared with the variable c. So we have to specify if a greater than c, we are asking actually. So if a greater than b gets satisfied, then only the if a greater than c will get execute. If it gets satisfied again, then a will be declared as largest. So the print function help we need to take here. So print a is largest. Now the otherwise, that is else case. So else means whose else? The nested if else, the inner if else. So else colon. So else means in nested if we have written, we have compared a with c. So now print c is largest will be done, means because a and c the comparison is going on, so c will be printed as the largest number. So this is how the inner loop or inner condition get completed. Now we have to return to the outer condition, that is first if statement. So there will be a elif for this, because there are some more condition for this. So elif b greater than c. Why b greater than c we are doing? Because in first if condition we have compared a with b. If a is not winning, b is winning, then b will compare with c. So that because of we did there elif b greater than c. If it is positive, if it is true, then b will be declared as largest. Otherwise else c will be declared as largest. So this is also one more example of if elif I have shown. So every case, every programming case, the intention, as I was saying before, is very much important, because it denotes that which statement will get executed after which statement get true or false. So intention is very much required. So the time of typing the program in editor, we have to specify the tab key. We have to specify the tab key properly. Okay, thanks to all.